What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mindful Reality, which is the channel that features reality TV from a mental health perspective. You're wondering why I'm all dressed up like this? This is my finale night attire. This is going to be the night that we see our final eviction. We're going to get to see the jury. We're going to get to see the final two face the jury. We're going to get to see part three live of the HOH competition. No more talking, no more strategizing, no more talking about this conversation that happened here, this one that happened here, interpreting what this means. Now's the time of the season that is just put up or shut up. So here we are. This is an accumulation of 90 days of game talks, alliances, strategies, chess moves, HOH comp wins, power veto wins, AI, Ainsley. Ainsley had her grubby hands all over this season. And now we're going to get to see in approximately, I would say about 2 hours from now, approximately around 2 hours from now, one person is going to be walking through that door probably crying, to confetti falling all over them, hugging Julie, and we're going to see who that person is. Is it going to be the favorite that so many people expect to win, which is Chelsea? Is it going to be the underdog, MJ, who a lot of people still think is deserving to win? Or is it going to be our sleeper, who one person decides to drag into the final two, and then he sneaks up and takes it from either one of them, which I doubt, but I just had to say that for dramatic effect. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Hi, Marshall. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Jazz Lady. Thank you. Had to make sure I was with you guys for the finale. Hi, Rocky. I'm going to be on here until the finale starts. I'm not going to be doing a live watch of the finale this time around, but I am probably going to turn this back on maybe, what is it, 9 to 11? So about 10:45, I'm going to jump back on here and we are going to dissect. As they say on American Idol, the first note to the final vote. I don't know if they still say that, but they said that back in 2003, 2004 when American Idol was still a thing that I watched. Hi, Palaver. Yes, Ainsley's hands were all over everything. So let me jump right in to my predictions. I have a strong feeling that Chelsea is going to take part three of the HOH competition. That's my prediction, that Chelsea takes part three of the HOH competition. Now, in terms of if she does take part three of the HOH comp, the person that she takes with her, here's the thing. I've watched her over the last 2, 3, 4 days, not even just the last few days, over the last couple of weeks, make promises to MJ. But I feel like the way that she would justify not keeping those promises to MJ would be to say, I already had this thing going with Cam before I made those promises to you. So I had to tell you what I had to tell you. I'm sorry, it's just the game. Now, if it goes a way that I don't expect and MJ wins part three of the HOH, which is possible, I'm not saying it's not, it is possible. Does MJ choose Chelsea? That's a little bit of a tough call. A lot of people think that she would for sure choose Chelsea. I don't know because, well, maybe the fact that she's naive and maybe the fact that she doesn't know Big Brother that much, she would probably be more likely to choose Chelsea than Chelsea would be to choose her. But I just had this weird feeling that Chelsea is going to sit in a final two chair next to Cam, and she's gonna win with the sweep. But I also thought that Jag last year was going to choose Bowie Jane to sit next to him in the final two chairs, knowing that he would smoke Bowie Jane. I thought for sure he would pick Bowie Jane, but he picked Matt. So it could be one of these things where she changed her mind and decided, I think that this is the more deserving player. And I choose MJ to sit next to me, even though she would be the stiffer competition. We'll see. I'm interested to see how the jury segment goes with Taylor. I hope it goes well. That's it. That's it, and that's all. I hope that it goes well. I think that it'll go well. I mean, there's other choices that I have in my mind, but I know that this is a big opportunity for her, despite the fact that they already have her contracted for several Big Brother things. You know, she's already been a part of this season a couple of times. She does exit interviews. Um, she does stuff with Julie, but I hope that she asks good questions. Dr. Will leaves big shoes to fill. Very big shoes to fill to be in Dr. Will's shoes. Um, but she's not supposed to be Dr. Will. She's a different person and she's there for different reasons. So don't be Dr. Will, be Taylor, which I don't have to tell her, and which it doesn't matter what I tell her because it's already pre-recorded. So it's not like my advice really matters, but you know how it is. We people who watch sports, we talk to the TV and we give commentary as if the things that we're saying deeply matter towards the outcome of what we're going to see. I mean, I feel it's going to be scripted too. I'm just hoping for the best. I'm preparing for whatever it is, but I'm hoping that it surprises me in a good way. That's all. I hope the roundtable goes well. A- So the other thing that I was going to say, since I don't have as many comments as I thought that I'd have right now, it gives me the opportunity to say that I wanted to elaborate on my thought on my one of my previous videos. I hope that the roundtable goes well because so many people are indifferent about her hosting the roundtable. Yeah. Well, the reason why I think some people are indifferent about her hosting is because if you are to take a look at some of the interviews that she's done, there's a difference. And this is not just like a Taylor thing, but the more deeply you get involved and the people who are approved people that CBS likes and picks consistently to do things, CBS likes to control the narratives that are out there. And I'm not saying that they don't have any of their own thoughts, but I am saying that CBS is like, I don't want somebody who is going to be too out there. And I want to give you a different example. Y'all know Kat Dunn. Do you remember? Have y'all looked at her past interviews before she became like officially involved with CBS? Like some kind of partnership that she has with CBS. Do you remember those interviews and how they were going? Or not even just the interviews, but also her commentary about Big Brother and the house guests and stuff. It was a lot spicier. And then she made an announcement like, I'm partnering with CBS. And then if you look at her stuff now, not saying that it's like super mild, but it's way less than it was before. So I see her having made adjustments, her being Taylor, having made adjustments to be able to like meld into her environment. I don't know if you guys are understanding what I'm trying to say, but I think that we've gotten a more watered down version of her than we got when she first came out of the house. She was so honest about it. Then there was definitely a big change. She was kind of loud. Oh, you're talking about Kat Dunn? Yeah. Yeah, she would say, and she would be talking about things that CBS needs to be held accountable for, like all kinds of things that she would say. Yeah, I figured that that's what you were talking about. Yeah, so oh shoot, I lost my train of thought of what I was saying before. I was talking about a previous video. Oh yeah, I was saying that Big Brother does not have the same feel to me that it had when I first started watching it. Not when it first started, because clearly it doesn't have like a season 1 to 6 feel, but I feel there have been some good seasons since then, and I actually liked season 23. And in retrospect, I actually liked season 24 much more than I have liked either 25 or 26. And I feel like it's very filtered now, which makes it harder to invest. And then it feels like because it's so filtered, people are almost making up the things that they want to be angry about because we're not actually seeing those things on camera. So we're just hearing T Core being like, "Why are you crying, Chelsea? What was it about? Was it about the thing? Was it about that thing that we can't talk about?" And then the fans just plug in what that thing must be. Or like these people are talking about this thing that happened on week 2 and they're talking about it on week 7 and then people are like, "Hmm, I remember this conversation in the storage room, and then this conversation in the HOH room, and then this conversation in the bathroom. And A, B, and C, connect those together. I'd rather just see the conversation one time and have my reaction on what I actually visually saw with my own 2 eyes instead of speculation. That's one thing. They're watering down the product. The product was made interesting by watching these authentic interactions between the house guests. That's the thing that made Big Brother this big phenomenon that is not other shows. It's not Survivor, it's not The Challenge. It's the reason why Big Brother has always been like a ratings top dog that they make so much money off of. Hi, Andre. Yeah, the editing for sure. For sure. Hi, D. The editing changes the game. The live feeds killed it for me. Oh yeah, because I was so big on that. If I missed something, if somebody was like, "Oh my God, this big thing happened at 12 o'clock," I would actually go onto the computer and go onto my Paramount Plus app, click on the timestamp, and I would watch that whole thing beginning to end. Now, if somebody tells me something happened, I'm depending on people's memories and like a little bit of clips. Like the clips that people will save in like 2 to 3 minute clips, plus somebody's memory. And quite frankly, most of our memories are trash. You can depend on my memory because I remember things very accurately to how they happened. Not 100%. I don't have some like computer 100% recall, but to like an 85 to 90% accuracy, I can describe something that happened in a room. Whereas a lot of people, they'll remember like a piece of it and then how they felt about it emotionally and merge those two things together and then cross wires and then they start talking about it as it's like a fact, and then from there they'll spread it to another person who spreads it to another person, and now we're just circulating that fart in the car, for lack of a better term. You can't go back and watch the feeds, the live feeds, and see what's going on. They're starting to cut, yeah, they're starting to edit or cut feeds, and then you can't rewind. That's what we were talking about. The live feeds were hard to watch. Hey, Charicity, thank you. This is my finale night. I gotta look my best. This is a staple of finale night for me. I gotta look good and I gotta look fresh for finale night. Like as if I'm taking home $750,000, which I am not. But it's good to look like $750,000, even if you are not winning it. But I'll tell you the truth, if it was me walking through those doors and the confetti hitting me, I would be like, when does the money hit my bank account so I can quit my job? That would be the first thing that I'm thinking about. Quitting, putting that out there in the air. I have big quit energy. Big quit energy. Okay, y'all, it's 8:49 my time, so in about 6 minutes, I'm jumping off. If you want to throw in your predictions in the comment section, who do you think is going to win part three, HOH? Who do you think they're going to choose? And who takes the $750,000 at the end of the night? Who do you think is going to be hugging Auntie Julie? Let me know. Y'all have 6 minutes left. And if you got any questions for me, also let me know. You have 6 minutes left. 6 minutes to get all your questions out, and then I'll be sitting in the winner's circle. I'll be sitting in the winner's circle. Aston Martin, music, music. And also, I will be sacrificing my sleep, I might add, as is customary on this night, because it's the last night of Big Brother. No matter how well the season went, no matter how poorly the season went, it's still the final night. It's like it would be like skipping the Thanksgiving Day parade or skipping Christmas or something, if you celebrate. This is the one night that I have to show up. It's my job. No sleep, but looking very dapper. Appreciate it. What is sleep? Well, sleep is something that, well, I can't really say that this season really made me lose sleep. I can only think of a few nights, like less than five, where I actually stayed up because something was more interesting on the feeds than me going to sleep. That was not the case for season 23 or 24. 25, about 60% of the way through the season, I was so over the feeds. Yeah, that sucks. Hey, Ma was lurking in the background. I'm gonna be in the Thanksgiving Day. Oh, is that why you're coming to New York? So you said that you couldn't come to a Big Brother event, but you could be in one of the biggest events in the biggest city, one of the biggest city. Not biggest in terms of the actual size of the city, but just New York is a large place, if you get what I'm saying. Worst. I can't say it's the worst, but I can't say it's not the best. It's like in the bottom third, but I'm not gonna say it's the worst. Well, Chelsea, obviously, because Chelsea's in the final three. However, Chelsea was a brand new person to the show, so she had the opportunity to not have a prior history that people knew about. So Sari had more work to do to downplay herself. That wouldn't make a difference to me. I have not been to the Thanksgiving Day parade ever, and I never will be there. I have not been to watch the ball drop, and I never will. Um, Big crowds, like funny enough, the reason you see me outside at a lot of those Big Brother premiere events is because I have a limited capacity to deal with the crowd. So I feel much more comfortable in the open space outside than I do on the inside. All right, and I'm about to hop off, so I'm reading these last comments. Okay. The season has been fun with the unpredictability. I'm definitely rooting for Chelsea. I think it's been a good season. I definitely don't think it is a bad season. I just think that the last bit of it has been boring, but I think that the majority of it I have enjoyed. And all right, everybody, I am jumping off on that note. I will be back at approximately 10:45 p.m. Eastern Time, and by then we probably will have crowned a winner and possibly America's favorite as well. So please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and jump right back on here in about an hour and 50 minutes, and we'll chop it up and close the chapter on season 26 of Big Brother. And I will talk to y'all soon.